This is Hira Babu, and you are watching programmingscript.com on YouTube. So, in this program code, as you see, we have one parent class, and it has one M1 method, and it is returning nothing, but it is printing a console message P, and it's a static in the nature, and it's a modifier public, and it is returning nothing as a void. Okay. So another class we have a child one and it is extending parent. So this method is going to be override in the child class M1, but here something changed in the syntax that it is throwing it throws IO exception, and it has been manipulated. Implementation has been changed from the parent, right? So child is returning C and parent is returning P. Okay. As a console message, it is printing P and C. Okay. So, can you guys could you please go with your coding standard and pause for 2 minutes and just think what will be the output. Okay. Meanwhile, if you are ready with your pause, your output before going through the explanation, give the output into the comment box. Okay, so you will understand and why it has happened. What is the concept behind that? So you will understand better. Okay, so let me go. Okay, so we have a class parent and method M1 is not throwing the exception, but child M1 is throwing IO exception. Now coming to the point first, what is IO exception? IO exception, as we know, in the tree of exception, we will let you know. So tree, the first exception is throwable, and throwable has two child, IO exception, exception and error. So exception has different type of exception, IO exception, runtime exception, and other exception too, right? So IO exception is a checked exception or unchecked exception. So IO exception is checked exception because when the exception is coming at the compile time, it is called checked exception. So in this program, so the when we are going to compile this code, will it compile or not, right? So it's because we are throwing in the child as a child exception. So if any exception is there, it should be give at the compile time, right? So when we are going to compile this code, so you cannot say this code will compile because we are throwing our exception. So it should return some exception message, right? So see, we have a message test dot java at the line number 11. We are throwing m1 in the child class cannot override m1 in the parent because it is throwing IO exception and overridden method, but the overridden method m1 does not throw IO exception in the parent, right? But your child class child IO exception is throwing IO exception, right? So it is clearly saying you cannot do that because your parent is not throwing exception, but your child is throwing exception, right? So if we are going to write this line of code here, so will it compile or not? Yes, because it is saying the syntax is different, right? But when the exception, when the declaration is not giving the exception, right? But compile time still it is giving the exception. Why? Because when we are throwing exception, and when it will give the exception, it should be try and catch. Means you have to do checked exception. Checked mother compile at the time of compilation. You have to handle the exception. We have not handled the exception, but we have throws the IO exception, right? At the time of declaration, both time in the parent and the child, we have throws the IO exception, but we have not handle the exception. So how we will handle? Using the try catch. So we have to handle the exception here. Okay, we have to handle the exception here, and we have to write exception. Okay, so now we have handled the exception, right? Here we have handled the exception, and here we are throwing the exception, right? So at the IO exception is a compile time exception, checked exception. This is a checked exception. Checked exception means at the compile time it will give you the exception, not at the runtime. That's why it is giving error. Okay, now we have handled the exception, so now there is no error, no problem, right? So if we are going to write java and then test, so what it will give you the data? as a return, I will not do it because I have one more trick I have to tell you, right? So now we are going to change something little. Okay, so I can remove this one also and this one also. Okay, fine. Now in the place of IO exception, I am going to write run time runtime exception. I'm going to write, okay, and it is not going throwing any exception. Parent is not throwing any exception. Now pause the program. Now pause the program video and give me the output. Okay, so you will understand better now the understanding. Okay, okay, welcome back, guys. So now what we can see in the program at the line 11, runtime exception we have throws, right? So runtime exception, clearly it is saying that this is a unchecked exception, right? Because it will not come at the compile time, right? So let me first of all save. Control S I'm going to do, control save, and now I'm opening my console. I'm writing the java test.java. See, the checked exception is at the compile time, it will give you the error, but unchecked exception, it will not give you the exception at compile time. But if we write java and test and we are going to run the program now, so it should give the error. What is it is giving the error? What it gives you the error? That, okay, something we have to change. Okay, the class name is boeing test dot java, right? Let me enter. Now you can see, now you can see what happened. Boeing test, sorry, it's only boeing, right? We have to compile. Yeah, now the value is coming clearly, ekdam clear hai, right? You do not have to worry about this, right? See, so the program file name is test.java, and the main class we have test. See the main class where the main method is written java and boeing test, right? Now enter, you see the value. The value is p, right? Because we have created the instance using the child class, but we are assigning the value in the parent, and parent has its own method, so it will go to the parent class, right? So it is printing p. Clear? It should be clear, right? So there is no error. But if we change something different, if we are going to write 10 by 0, 10 by 0, can you tell, will it compile the code or not? Take some time and think. Okay, so now I am going to tell, because we have 10 by 0. Okay, so that is not the problem, but when we are compiling, it will not give you any error because runtime exception is a unchecked exception, so it will not come at the compile time. But when we are going to run the program, it will give error. Which error? Arithmetic exception. Because arithmetic exception is a runtime exception. It is clearly saying that it is clearing and saying that the test.java is giving error at the line number 6, 10 by 0. It is clearing, it is saying clear that the method uh, we have called is completely uh, sorry. So in this lecture, now we are understand that what is check exception, what is unchecked exception, right? So when we got this exception, it means we have to write a try catch for the exception coming, right? So we have to handle the exception. So now I'm going to handle the exception. In the catch, I will write runtime exception only. Whatever the exception you have, you can write. That is not the issue. Runtime exception and E, and just I have closed. Now let me go clear. So I'm running the program first, compiling, and then I'm going to run. It will not give any error, right? Because we have handled the exception and there is nothing, no changes are there. But if you write something here, if you write something, some message here, we have handled the thanks, you have handled the runtime exception, yeah, unchecked. Okay, let me go and run the program, compile and run. Now see, you have handled the exception. We have called this method, we have called this method, but it's not coming here, right? Right? Okay. So thanks guys. If you have any doubt in this program, please let me know. Okay. Thank you.